Just give 2 minutes, we'll start. And please stop your camera, everyone.
Okay.
One more minute and I will start. Because when you start, then people continuous coming, so it will get disturbed. So just wait for a minute. We'll start. And after 2 more sessions, after Friday, we'll make sure that everybody be on time. So you can create a different WhatsApp group for only specifically for B20, and a different separate link will be shared in that group only. Just give 1 more minute. Let's come, then we'll start. Okay. In the meantime, let's starting. So what we discussed about yesterday, in the first lesson, we start with about the tables. What are the tables are? We go to the data types yesterday. We're working on different type of data type questions. What type of questions coming in the interview? We discuss data type. We discuss about number and varchar. We discuss about the difference between char, varchar, varchar2. Right? These all questions. I hope you all receive the note. Okay. Please, Arti, please mute. Let him mute. Okay, hope you all receive the notes. If anyone any confusion, you all can ping me definitely for 1-to-1. And once our group is started, final batch is started, right? Then we all communicate 1-to-1, so no worry about it. Okay, so we discuss about the question about char, varchar, varchar2. Remember this answer? Exactly same answer you have to give to the interview. Please don't go any Google anywhere. We discuss about this precision related questions. We discuss how data will coming into the table with the nearest 100, nearest 1000, whatever you want, data will be coming to the table. We discuss about this scenario. We discuss about modified table. We discuss the add column. We discuss about default constant. We discuss about drop column. We discuss about the concept of set unused. When this question come into the interview, drop column, you always has to mention this concept of unused column, because this is how you can make yourself different from others who are the people in the interview. After dropping column, we discuss about the concept of invisible column. Invisible column, I told you, means invisible means no one can see that column. Even if we are doing select star from a table, we cannot see the column. Select star from a table name, my column will not appear. So what we discuss? We go to invisible column where we can see user tab columns. All things we discuss, everything is here. Let's start new today. There is a question in the interview. On the same question, there is a question in the interview, right? When talking about invisible column, whenever we add any column. Yes, Surikant.
Sir, can you say how to solve the unused columns command?
It is in the notes, Surikant. Go and check in the notes. And if you have any question, you after seeing the notes, if you cannot see you don't understand this, just ping me back. Because the first five sessions is free to everyone. So if we start giving 1-to-1 answer in these 4-5 sessions, it will take a lot of time. After that, this session you can ping me 1-to-1, or from the Monday onwards, when the session is specifically for the B20, we all can communicate. So don't worry. Okay. So let's see this. Okay, you can ping me. I sent the note study itself. You can read the notes and ping me. This is the purpose of sending the notes. So whatever we discuss, everything will be revised to you all. No need to note it down. It helps a lot. Once after 1 month or 1.5 months, we start preparing for interview. You don't have to remember what we discussed, Vishal, 1.5 months before. You just open the notes. Everything with the screen capture, right? Everything will be here. From here, you can see and you can answer the questions. Next question coming into the interview. Let's focus on the one question coming into interview. There's a question in the table. Question in the interview. I have a table. Suppose I have a table ABC. Okay. My table contains few columns. See, everyone who is joining late, you all can see that the people who are coming on time, we have to wait and make disturb every time. You can just go and accept. Please be on time. It's helpful for you. Okay, the question in the interview that I have a table, for example, table ABC. My table contains 2 columns. For For example, ID and number column. Right? For example, ID and number column. Let me create a table. Let's see here. See the question. Create table. Suppose I'm writing here A. Sorry. Create table A. I'm writing here ID. ID as a number column and name as a varchar2 20. I create a table here. I have a table. Into the question is, I want to add a column. I want to add a column in the table, but I want that column should be added on any specific position. Like I want a column should be added after ID column, second column, third column, fourth column. Like for example, here in this table, if I want to add a column, what we learned yesterday? We simple going write alter table name, add. For example, I'm writing add email, varchar2 20. When I do this, a new column will be added. For this new column will be added where? See here. This and this. If I see this new column will be added on the last position. If you see this here example, I have a table. My table contains two columns, ID and name. I have added a new column, email. This column added in the last. So question is, I want to add a column, but I want after ID. Means before ename, I want to add a column in a specific position. By default, in Oracle concept, whenever you want to add a column, that column will always add in the last. Always add. There is a concept of called DBMS underscore redefinition. There is a concept of DB underscore redefinition. You don't have to work on that. Don't worry. See this question. This question asked in the interview of B11, B12, both of my batches. One person claimed it, that Vishal, this question asked to me in the interview. So from after that, I will start considering this question in the sessions. So let's see this. I want to add this column in after email. How to do that? We learned about the concept of invisible column yesterday. If you see this invisible column yesterday concept we learn, whenever we make any column invisible, database will not assign any column ID. This column ID will be blank. This is what we see yesterday. Column ID will be blank. So if we want to add any column before ename, what we can do? We can simply go, let's see what I'm doing. Alter table name, alter table A, modify name column. This name column, I'm modifying it to invisible. I'm making this column, see this is what is happening. I don't know why people are not joining on time. I'm making this column invisible. This column will be invisible. Done. Once this column will be invisible, let me go to describe A. You can say what happened. Name come last, automatically. Invisible will go in the last, email comes before. Previously, once we add the email column, once we add the once we add the email column by default come into the last default. I wanted to add here. So what I make? This column I make invisible. As soon as I make this column invisible, this column ID will be gone, null. Column ID will be null, it become in the last. And email come up. It will be this column, this. But currently name is invisible column. Just go again and make this column visible. Names comes visible and name in the last. So this question comes in the interview. How can we add a particular column in a particular position? So answer will be by default, whenever we add any column into the database table, it will go and add in the last. Because of the concept of invisible column concept that comes in Oracle 12c onwards. Everybody study, we discuss about 12c invisible column concept. Whoever don't receive the notes, please go through the notes. Right? Please go through the notes. Any question you can ask me. The concept of invisible column is saying that I can make that column invisible. Invisible, Mr. India. Nobody else can see that. That column will be invisible column. Column save into the database but invisible. So when I make this column invisible, name become last and then make it visible, it becomes certain. This is the one question coming in the interview. You can answer this question whenever this question comes. This is one of the scenario based questions that can be possibly asked. Yes, yes, ask your question.
Vishal, if we have a table, we have 100 columns is there, at that time I want the 10th place.
Yes, I am coming to that because I know this question always asked. The question is coming, suppose my table contains 50 columns. Why not people join on time? Suppose my table contains 50 columns, 1 to 50, and I want to add some particular column on 5th position. right? So Vishal, do I have to make all 45 columns as invisible columns? This is what you are asking, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So once this question comes into the interview, remember this. Interviewer just want to know here. Interview is what? Interview is just a technical discussion. As I told you yesterday, right? Interview means we are not here as a Tinder date. Me and interviewer meet each other for a technical discussion. Interviewer want to make you understand. Do you understand the concept? How Oracle behave or how database behave? So database behave is whenever you add a column, column go to the last. This is a default behavior. If you want to make in between, database gives you option. If you come in between, database gives you option that, okay, you can come here, but I want to make that column invisible. I want to make that column invisible and database will store it. It does not mean that you can go all 45 columns. This is a concept. If you want to do that, what people will do, people will create another column, create table. We can create a table with a specific column position and insert the data. We are doing this scenario, but nobody in production or in a live environment, nobody is going to make 45 column invisible, then 45 column visible. Nobody ever do that. It's just a question for interview. If somebody can ask this question, how to add a column in a specific position, you have an answer by using invisible column. It does not mean that we are going to implement it. Normally in production, nobody going to make 45 columns in invisible and then make it invisible. Nobody doing. But when this question come in interview, this is your answer. That yes, this is a concept we can achieve by making this column invisible and visible. This is one concept. Let's go to another concept of Oracle 12c. There is a concept of called virtual column concept. What is virtual column? Interviewer never ask you what is virtual column. Never. What interviewer ask you that I have a table. My table contains 3 columns, for example, or 4 columns. My column A contains, for example, suppose 10. My column B contains 5. Column B, C contains 30. These 3 are coming from user as an input. User entered 10, 5, 30. I want my 4 column of the table automatically populate 10 plus 5 plus 45 is what? 45. Anything, or 10 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 30, or 10 minus 5, any mathematical calculation, anything, any logic that I want my 4th column should be automatically populated. Understand the question. I want my column should be automatically populated. Interviewer question must be related to this. Automatically populated. If I want to insert data in 3 columns and want the 4th column should be auto-populate by adding, by subtracting, by multiplying, or by any logic. The concept is called virtual column concept. How to make it? Nobody even ask you. Nobody in the interview ever ask you what is virtual column. Never. The question will be scenario-based question that I have a table. My table contains 3 columns and I want to populate the 4th automatically. What can we do? Let's see this concept. Let me go to virtual column concept. I'm writing here, see, create table person. I'm creating a table. Let's see, suppose I'm writing ID underscore 1. My first column is a number column. ID underscore 2, second column, number column. ID underscore 3, third column, number column. Very simple. 4th column, so when I'm all ID, I'm writing here generated always as ID underscore 1 plus ID underscore 2 plus ID underscore 3. I'm writing here virtual. That's it. Even I don't have to define the data type. I make it here. Let's see this here. My table created. What happened? I have a table. My table contains 3 values. Let me see. I'm inserting a data. You can see this here. Insert into person values. Suppose I'm inserting data into ID underscore 1, comma ID underscore 2, comma ID underscore 3. Values. I'm inserting, for example, 1, comma 2, comma 3. Insert.
2 times SLS.
Control X. 1 row inserted. Let's go to select star from person. See this here. My data populate 1, 2, 3, 6. How 6 is coming? You see this concept, how 6 is coming? This is the concept of virtual column. Virtual column is what? I told this all ID should be generated every time, automatically populated as a concept of 1 plus 2 plus 3. Done. Generated 6. These are the small questions asked in the interview. See, we are still on the table. Whenever you learn, from wherever you learn, either from me, from Google, from YouTube, from documentation, anywhere, focus on concept and start from scratch. Never think that today I'm learning procedure. You are very good in procedure, function, exception handling, and interview they can ask you table. and you're not able to answer. So you are not selected. Remember, yesterday I give you example of this chemistry and math. Math, make your selection. In any IIT, NITs, wherever you can go. Math makes your selection. Math means your basic concept. That makes your selection. Chemistry, your tuning. That makes your package. Physics, you just have to answer. All PL SQL concept, you just have to answer. If you understand, good. You are selected. Understand this question? Okay, let's see.
Vishal, I mean, in virtual column, actually, can we do update or arithmetic operation?
Yes, you can. The question come, next question come in the interview. But I'm just telling, I don't know anybody asked or not. But suppose the question asks that, okay, virtual column, Vishal, here you created while creating a table. My table does not have a virtual column in starting. Can we add a virtual column on an existing table? My table already existed. Can I add a virtual column? Right? Means alter, same thing. Let's see this here. I'm getting a table. Create table T1. Column 1, number. Under the this is a column. Column you can add it anytime. I'm simple adding here. Alter table T1. I'm adding a column. Alter table T1. Add column 2 as a number. I'm adding a column 2 as a number. I just sorry. Oh, I want to make it invisible. Okay, just make a new column. Column 3, number generated always as, suppose I can make column 1 plus 1. For example, I added a column 3 means table altered. If you go here, I'm inserting data, you can see this here, insert into T1 is a table. I'm inserting suppose column 1, column 2, values, anything. I write suppose 5, 9. Let's see this here. Data inserted. Select star from T1. My T1 contains a column 3. How this column 3 populated? I have added I altered the table, means at a runtime, yes, I can add a column which can be virtual column, which can be populated automatically. It does not need that I have to create that column individually every time and we can make it. It is not possible. We can do that. Now question is, can I make this column invisible? Means this column is automatically populated. That's it. Got it. I got the concept. This column is automatically populated. Means I don't have to insert the data. I make a logic column 1 plus 1. I'm inserting column 1 5. Column 3 coming, 5 plus 1 becomes 6. Automatically populated. I mean, this is a virtual column concept, I understand. But this is a sensitive column, for example. I want this column to be hidden. What is the concept of invisible column? To make security. So can I make this column invisible column? Yes, simple. I just go the same thing. Alter table T1. Alter table T1. Modify column 3 invisible. My column 3 is a virtual column, become invisible. Now I'm doing select star from T1. You cannot see column 3 because column 3 become invisible. Mr. India, no one else can see that. Done. If I want to
actually, can we update that values? Will it get refreshed or what?
If you want, okay, let's see this data. Okay, you are saying, can we update this record? Update T1. Set column 3 is equal to suppose 50. You want to put this data. Update operation disallow. Why? Because when you create this column, you make a logic. This column should be generated always. You make a logic. This logic need to be populated on this column. If you make this column update, then this logic will be failed. You can't do that. You can't do that because you make your logic that I want to populate that column with a particular logic, so that will come. You cannot make it. This will be used as a reporting purpose. Suppose you have some reports. You want that report should become like this. You want your data should become like this. So we are making that column on a reporting label. Users cannot see that. I make my calculation, store the data somewhere and use for calculation. This is the concept of virtual column, concept of invisible column. And now I'm going to teach you one concept. This is what the column says. Now I'm going to teach you one. Yes.
Vishal, can you take bucket data in a virtual column?
Sorry, Surikant, I did not get you. What you said? Can I?
Can you take bucket data in virtual column?
Surkant, I'm really sorry. I didn't. Anybody else can understand his question? Please let me know. Maybe I have some issue.
Where ka data type? He's
Yes,
asking
anything, anything. Whatever the logic you want, you can implement your logic. Concept is what? Understand? Interviewer asks you, what is the concept? Can I make my? I want my hide my data. I don't want somebody can see the data on my table. So we know the concept of views. Views we'll discuss. We know the concept. How can you make this column? So we can make invisible column. We can make private column. We can make hidden column. Right? These are all the concept we can implement. They can ask scenario based question here, and we can do. What I'm going to teach you now, one topic, right? This is one of the most important questions in the interview. Does not matter your experience is 2 year or experience is 20 year. You are getting this question for sure in the interview. And most of the people knew about it that I know the answer, right? Very easy question. Delete, truncate, and drop. If I ask, most of you know this answer. But still this question asked in the interview. Remember, I'm telling you one thing. Few times, some questions, right? Interviewer just ask a question because he's just thinking about some question. He asks you, okay, give me difference between delete and truncate. He just want, because in the meantime, this question is not so important. In the meantime, he's thinking about some question. He will throw a question in front of you. If you all can know about cricket, if you all can know about football, if you all can know about hockey, right? In cricket, we have a free hit, right? In football or hockey, we have a penalty corner. This question, you can treat like this. Your main motto is, remember when we play cricket, right? Sometimes a bowler bowl to the batsman and batsman tried to hit for the six. And on the boundary, it was catch or somewhere and the batsman is out. The credit goes to bowler. You know why? Because he bowled such a way, so batsman forced to hit on a direction and he got the wicket. Same thing you have to do. When we are giving interview, you have to force the interviewer, ask this question. Let's say this, how this question is a beneficial point, delete, truncate, and drop. Very common question. You all will get this question in the interview, 200% sure. Many things you all know. Delete, that I'm not talking about the things you know or the basic things. I will give everything in the notes, don't worry. That delete is a DML command. Truncate is a DDL command. Delete can be rollback or commit. Truncate cannot be rollback or commit. Is auto commit. Because truncate is a DDL command. We can add any where condition into delete. Select delete from table where. We cannot add where condition into truncate command, right? These all we know. And you all, I will give this answer one by one in the notes. You all can answer. But while giving answer, this is your turning point. While giving answer, you can give 4 or 5 differences. Difference number 6 and difference number 7. You have to give on the same position. And the last. Difference number 6 and 7, the last. Difference number 6, you have to give truncate is faster than delete. And number 7, you have to give truncate will reset the HWM and delete will not. Once you give this answer to the interviewer, truncate will reset the HWM and delete will not. I can give you guarantee for 200% sure. Interviewer next question is what is HWM? Interviewer does not want to ask you what is HWM. He does not have any idea that he is going to ask next question HWM. Actually, you forced him. You told him a difference that truncate will reset HWM and delete will not. Then this question comes in the interviewer mind, okay, what is HWM? And this is what you want. You got the chance. You got a free hit, convert into maximum. You got a penalty corner, convert into the goal. This is your chance. This is how you have to lead your own interview. Main thing, you know what I'm going to teach you in all my 62, 63 sessions? We are go each topic one by one with all possible questions answer. And also I will teach you how to answer, because how to answer is more important. What to answer is not important. Difference between delete and truncate, whoever is going for interview, 100% person knows about this answer. 100% person knows about this answer, delete and truncate. If you go to Google, a top 50 interview question, you can get this question, different delete and truncate. How you become different from other people? When you are giving all the answer, delete is a DML command, truncate is a DDL command, delete needs a where clause, delete can be used a where clause, truncate cannot be used in where clause, delete data will be rollback, truncate data will be not rollback. Everybody knows. What people don't know, you have given the answer, and always remember this will be your last difference. You have to wait after this difference so that interview will ask the next question. What is HWM? Now let's discuss, and this is the chance. You are now going to explain. You are not going to kill his 5 minutes. In interview, you have to kill the time. HWM is what? HWM means high water mark. Truncate will reset the high water mark. What is high water mark? High water mark is the last block till where data is written. For example, I have a table. My table contains data. Table contains data into the blocks. Everybody can see here. Very carefully, you have to explain the same thing to the interview. Same thing you have to explain in the interview if you want a good package. Otherwise, if you want delete and truncate, give 4 definition, 4-year experience, 4 lakh package, you have to happy. 4-year experience, 20 lakhs package, try to know how to answer. There are many people in my batch itself. For 2 years, they are getting 15, 16, 18 year package. 3-year, 4-year experience, they are getting 20, 24, 22 lakhs package. Many people, you can ask in the group. More than 3,000 people on my WhatsApp. So 3,000, 4,000 people, you can go and ask. So many people got this package because they know how to answer. Right? There is a one guy, he's a 2-year experience when he joined me on 3.4 package in TCS. From there, he moved to 15. If 2-year experience person, I start performance tuning, he can explain 1 hour performance tuning without stopping. That's how you get 15 lakhs. This is what you have to learn. See this. HWM is the last. The interview will ask you, what is HWM? Sir, HWM is the high watermark. It is the last block till where the data is written. Suppose this is my table. My table contains data into the blocks. By default, my HWM is here. When we suppose I insert 1000 record. Suppose I insert 1000 record. When I insert 1000 record, my record will move here. Let's see. This is my blocks. This has data. 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 My this HWM move to here. Where is the data written? My HWM move to here. Suppose I insert few more records, 500 more records. My this already has the data. This block already has the data. I add 2 more block data. My HWM move here. Suppose I delete the record after. I delete the record from few blocks. My data came here. Only this are deleted, but still HWM is here. HWM will never reset. HWM will never reset after delete. HWM is the last block till where the data is written. Whenever we insert any data in a table, there is suppose this is a table block. We have this is a thin line. This thin line is called, when the data will be here, this is called used block. And data is not here, this is called free blocks. So whenever we try to run, we try to find out, database come till the used block and try to find out, do you have a data here? For example, suppose, let me open here, I am explaining. Let's see this. Suppose I have a 10-bedroom house. Okay, think about it. I have a 10-bedroom house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8-bedroom house. I am a very rich person. I have 8-bedroom house. Right? Somebody wants to meet me. He came here. Okay, he came here and tried to find out where is Vishal. He knows that Vishal in this particular home. If he does not know which house I am, he will go here. He will go here. He will go here. He will go here. Each and every room that can possibly he can find out Vishal. Each and every block till where data will be written. I have created 8 rooms. It means there is a possibility that out of 8 rooms I will be here. So database same go to each and every block. Suppose bulldozer comes. Bulldozer comes and he just go and take all my room gone. I just have a boundary now. If I just have a boundary, so the person will stand here and he can see Vishal in this corner, or Vishal in this corner, or Vishal is this corner, or Vishal. He can directly see from the boundary because there is no room now. This is what truncate is. Truncate will reset your high watermark, and truncate will reset your high watermark, and delete will not reset your high watermark. Sometimes there's a question come into the interview. Right? Interviewer asks you a question that I have a table. My table contains 100,000 records. Or suppose 100,000 records, 1 lakh record, right? And I run a query, and my query took 30 seconds to execute. It is take a lot of time. So I deleted 99 lakhs record. I have 10 lakhs record, 10 lakhs. I deleted 9 lakhs, means 90% of the record I deleted. Now my table contains only 1 lakh record. Still my query will take 30 seconds. Why? Some people think this is related to the performance tuning. People start answering, sir, I will check the query, I will check the index, I will see what is happening, I will see explain plan. This question is nothing related to explain plan, performance tuning. No. Listen the question once again. My table contains 10 lakhs record, 1 million record. I deleted 9 and my query will take 30 seconds to execute. I deleted 90% of the record. Still my query same time because you deleted. Because when you deleted, my high watermark is not reset. Still when the query will run, query will go and find out the same block. Does not matter you deleted the data, but query will travel to the same block to find out till the last block till where the data is written. Query will go and find out the last block where data is written. It is go to find out because you deleted. If you delete, your HWM will not reset. HWM is high watermark, the last block till where data is written. So only truncate will reset. Delete will not reset. So when you execute this option, even you deleted the record, my record will be just not reset what data I deleted, but still high watermark is still my high watermark is here. Data is not present in these tables, in these blocks, but high watermark is here. So my query will travel till here to the last high watermark to find out the data. Sometime interview ask you the question, how do you find out high watermark? How do you know? How do you know the high watermark? Where is the high watermark? How do you know the find out high watermark? So remember this. I don't know why people are joining after half an hour, but anyway, what is high watermark? How do you know high watermark is there? So remember this line. There are, you can find few websites, they are giving some SQL queries and all. Never give this answer. There is no easy SQL script. Remember, whatever I'm telling you, I'm telling from Oracle documentation. This is not my lines. There are no easy script that will reveal the high watermark on a table. We can just assume that it will the last extent that was allocated to the table. We are just assume. There is no as such a script that we can find out. High watermark is the maximum amount of database block used by so far by a segment. This mark cannot be reset by delete operation. Does not matter. You delete or you commit. Somebody can say, sir, I will commit. Does not matter. You delete or you commit. High watermark will not reset. It is just a separate line which can separate you between used block and free block. Remember, interview question is what? Difference between delete and truncate. You give this answer to the interviewer. Truncate will reset HWM and delete will not. The block above the HWM, this is suppose HWM block. Above the HWM is free blocks, which is ready to use. Next time data comes, data will come here. Data will not go in. Even you deleted the record, next record will come here. It will never come here. No. Next block come here. My high watermark go and shift here. Okay. My high watermark go. My high watermark go and shift here. This is what? If you delete use amount of, if you delete use record from the database and the data will delete, but blocks are not ready to use because that block are still below HWM. So delete command will never reset HWM. Sometimes question asks me, why rollback is not working with truncate? Okay. Rollback is not working with truncate. People can ask you, so we are doing commit, rollback, truncate is a DDL operation. DDL cannot be rollback. DDL will be auto commit. It's a basic property and concept never change. Never. Suppose, for example, many of you can use iPhone 14. If you take some picture by iPhone 5 or iPhone 6 or any videos, that is still open in iPhone 14. We always have a backward compatibility. Whatever given first, that always work. Same thing here. Whatever the basic concept never change. The concept of HWM, this question comes in the interview. Concept come in the interview. What is HWM? You have to explain. Next question here, truncate is faster than delete. Why truncate is faster than delete? You told to the interviewer. An interviewer forced to ask this question. You never, even I'm telling you, in his mind, just one question, different delete and truncate. He never thought to ask about HWM. He never thought to ask about why truncate is faster. But you forced him to ask me, and he will ask you, why truncate is faster than delete? The same example. Always give examples when try to explain, because you have to kill the time. Your first motto and second motto, you are making your impression that yes, you know the concept. For example, let's take an example. Why I'm talking about why truncate is faster. Truncate is faster than delete. Understand this concept. Suppose this is Vishal, right? Vishal has $100 in his wallet. Somebody came, for take an example of Suryakant. Okay, Suryakant, don't mind. I'm just giving your name as an example. Suryakant come and in my room and he stole $100 from my wallet. right? Now Surikant has two options. First option, either he go to the market, right, and spend all $100. He watch movie, right, eat pizza, go some fine dining restaurant, buy some gifts, all 100 finished, done. Second option, Surikant take that $100 and hide it somewhere. That after some time when Vishal forget, then I will use this $100. Only two options. No third option. Either he's go and spend all $100 to some market, or you can hide that $100 that when Vishal forget about it, then I will use it. Somehow Vishal knew about it. Okay, that my $100 was stolen. I will say, ask Surikant, please give my money back. If Surikant hide this data, hide my money, he will revert it back. Okay, Vishal, take your money. If Surikant already spent that data, spent that money, he cannot revert. Okay, Vishal, I took your data, I took your money, but sorry, man, I spent all your money. It's all gone. I eat pizza, I watch movie, I go to a fine dining restaurant, all done. This is what? Truncate. And this is what? Delete. Delete is what? A DML operation. DML means what? Data manipulation language. Delete is what? Truncate is what? DDL operation. Data definition language, which is auto commit. Delete is not auto commit. We have to commit the data. Every DML operation must be followed with commit and rollback. I discussed in the first lecture, if you remember. How it will be rolled back? Suppose I delete some record, I roll back, means reverted back. How it is reverted back? Because once you delete some data, database will write that data into redo log buffer. A redo log buffer. Like for example, if somebody wants me the data, if somebody wants that data to me, that how, from where I revert back? Because I'm writing a delete, I'm writing a query. Suppose here, delete from employee where ID is equal to 10. My data deleted. Then I thought, oh shit, I did a mistake. I write a rollback. And my data will be come back in the table. From where data will come back? Where is the data? Data will write here into redo log buffer, because delete needs a commit to permanently wash out redo log buffer. But we haven't write commit, we write rollback. Means in the meantime, data will be written here in the redo log buffer file. So when I write rollback, data will be reverted back from here. Data will be reverted back from this redo log buffer file. So this is why, and in case of truncate, there is no concept of redo log buffer. It will be auto commit, data gone. Think about it, which will take time. If I'm deleting 1,000 records, it will be write 1,000 line into redo log buffer. For truncate, just one line, truncate table name, all data gone, wipe out. In case of delete from table, 1,000 record, we think that I write one command and delete from this. It looks like one statement. But for database, one delete and one insert into redo log buffer. Internally, it is inserting, writing all the record into redo log buffer. So if the user need, I can revert back from redo log buffer. So because I'm doing extra work here, that's why delete will take time and truncate is faster. Delete will take time, truncate is faster, because in case of delete, we have to write data into redo log buffer. In case of truncate, we don't have to write data into redo log buffer. All data will be automatically committed. Means there is no concept of middleman. Data gone. Like here, I know that the Surikant took my $100. I know here the Surikant took my $100. But what can I do? He spent all the money. Sorry, I can't do anything. He spent. But here, I know that he take the money, but he hide it somewhere. Because he hidden it somewhere, he give me back. Because data in the redo log buffer. So revert it back. That's why delete is taking time and truncate is faster. Give examples. There's a question in the interview again in the same topic. In the same topic, question is coming again that I have a table. Table A has.
Vishal,
Yes.
Vishal, you can say log file, whatever data stored in log file.
Redo log buffer.
Yes. Whatever data stored in that file.
The whole data, the data you deleted, the data is stored into redo log buffer file. So that we can revert back, data will be reverted back from there. That's why delete has to make extra work. Delete has to make extra work. Truncate, there is no redo log buffer concept. That's why truncate is faster.
Vishal, I mean HWM, I mean high watermark. So is that holding an address of a block?
No, high watermark is not. That's what I'm saying. This question comes, how to find out high watermark? There is no easy script of finding high watermark. High watermark is a concept which can let you know whenever you write any data into the table, right? You see here, data come into the table. In the table, we have blocks. In blocks, we have extent and segments. Understand with block. Whenever we add any new record, this is what I explained. First, here is the SWM. When I insert any record, suppose I insert a few records here and here, my SWM shifted to here. If I added few records, suppose few more records, SWM shifted to here. If I deleted few records, suppose deleted record from here, my record till here only, till this block only, but my HWM is here still. If I insert new record, one second.
We are saying, we should go ahead.
If I insert new record, my data come to, these blocks are even free, but data they are not used for free because HWM is here. So when I insert new record, data coming here and here. My HWM move to here. These two blocks does not have a data, but still HWM is here. That is HWM, high watermark. Till the last block, high watermark is the last block till where data is written.
So can we say that truncate, delete plus commit is not equal to truncate in that case?
No, yes, definitely not. Definitely not. Delete plus commit.
These space will not be utilized.
No, this space will not be utilized. No, we have a concept of shrinking and all. I will let you know how to reset SWM. We'll discuss it later. What we are discussing? Difference between delete and truncate. Remember, go topic by topic. We'll go topic by topic. You will understand everything. You know, few people tell me that Vishal, I know everything, and just give me performance tuning notes, or just give me a class of performance tuning, and I know everything. But you know what?
Yeah,
what
generally people are telling, right? So
yes, I'm telling you what is happening. Performance tuning is a process which implemented when the process start, when the project start, inception till the project deliver. I'm giving one example, right? I hope many times I give an example in my classes. In 2011, I went to Europe, right? One of my project, I went to Europe, and there is a person. You know that anybody know about Astorm? Astorm.com.
Yes.
If you don't know, you can open astorm.oracle.com. There is a very senior person. I worked with them. He's working with a bank. He's from Europe. He's a Greek person. His name is Yanis Papazario. Right? I worked with this guy. And when I went there, I have 6 or 7 year experience. At that time, everybody who is 6-7 year experience, they thought that I am the most intelligent person in this whole world, and I can write any code. The same thinking with me as well, right? I went to Europe for some project. I go there, and every day he give me some task. Do this, do this. I always thought, what is this guy? Every day giving some work. And I just do this work to 9 to 5. And then I start and I go to roaming around in Europe and moving and this and that. When 3-4 months completed, he took all my work and combined them together, and my product is ready. Because that guy knows how to make step by step everything, and then we can match everything together. Same thing I'm telling to all of you. There is no magic of success. The only magic, just study one by one each topic. Don't study random topics. Today function, tomorrow procedure, then package, then come to exception, then go to return, delete, truncate, then go to trigger. You never crack an interview. I can write on a stamp paper. Go topic by topic. 40% of interview question coming from base concept. Let's see one question. I'm discussing one question in front of you. I have a table contains 10 million records. 10 million. 1 million means 10 lakhs. 10 million. 100 million records. My table contains 10 million records. And I have to delete 5 million. How to do? This question is nothing related to the tuning. This question is short related to the difference between delete and truncate. Interviewer just want to understand, do you know delete and truncate? Simple. I'm telling you how. Question is, my table has a 10 million record and I have to delete 5 million. How to do? How to remove data? I have 2 options. Either we can delete or we can truncate. Only 2 options by which you can delete a data from a table. No other option. How to answer this question to the interview? Table. This question is very important. This question asked in this type of question asked in Facebook. This question asked is Ola. This question asked in Amazon. You can go anywhere. This question asks so many places. Right? Table A has 10 million record and I have to delete 5 million. How to do? Understand this question. If you have to tell interviewer here, in this question, sir, we cannot truncate. First option. We cannot truncate because truncate will remove all the data from a table. Truncate will empty the whole table that we don't want. Agree everyone? Any doubt, anybody?
No, Vishal.
No doubt, right? Difference between delete and truncate is what? Truncate can be where clause apply, but delete can be where clause apply, but truncate will truncate all the records from a table. The whole table will be empty by truncate. There will be no where condition. Whole table will be gone. So we cannot truncate here. Okay. Next question. Next option is delete. Sir, we cannot delete. You know why? Because if you delete 5 million records from a table, I'm telling you, if anybody has experience, and the question of asking this, the reason of asking this question is interviewer just want to test. Have you ever worked on a big databases or not? When you go for a database interview, the interviewer always asks you a question, my table has 50 million record, 20 million record, 100 million record. They never ask you, my table has 100 records or 200 record or 1000 record, never. Interviewer always asks you question, my table has 10 million record, 20 million record, 50 million record, because they want to see that on a huge volume of data, have you ever worked? So if you want to delete 5 million record, if you cannot fire delete command, because deleting 5 million record from a table will 200% sure definitely hang your database. If you write this command, delete from table your where condition, and that will delete, for example, 5 million record, it never come back. Your database will be hung 200% sure. It will stuck and don't know how it come back. 5 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, or database session block. Nobody knows. You can try. The reason of asking this question, that is test. Do you know how to work on huge volume record? You can't do that. You cannot do that. Your answer is, I cannot truncate here, sir, because truncating the table will truncate all the record, delete all the record. Number one, we cannot truncate because empty the table. Number two, we cannot delete because it hung the database. Interviewer just want to ask you, that's it. This. Now you have to, but there is a solution. How to do that? Understand the solution. I am writing this table, this query. Suppose delete from A, where, for example, my sys date is greater than, or suppose sys date less than 20 December 2020. I want to delete all the record from my database where 20 December 2020, before 20 December 2020, and that have 5 million record. This delete statement will never come back. Never. It will take 5 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, database hung, stuck, whatever. What to do? Step number one. I will create a table. I want to save the record. I am getting a table. See this. Create table A underscore temp. As select star from A, where sysdate greater than. This will save my 5 million record. I want to delete this record less than 20 December. Means more than 20 December record I want to save. So let's create a temporary table first. Let's create a temporary table for all the records which I want to save. The required 5 million. The required 5 million. The required 5 million which I want to save. I write a statement, my table created. Now my temp table create is a DDL command. Very fast. DDL will, my temporary table created is save my 5 million. Step number 2. Now my data save. Now I don't, now whatever record I want, my all record will save into this table. Now just go and truncate table A. Main table truncated. But I don't want this record. Let's truncate it. Truncate is a very fast operation. It will done. Quick, very quick. Done. Finish. And what record I want, my record already saved into temp table. Now my third option. Now what happened? I deleted all the records, whatever you want, and I save the record into this table. Now what option we have? 1 second, please finish this. Yes, tell me your question.
Rename the table.
What? Yes, rename. Okay, that is option. Rename. No, rename has a problem. I'll let you know. But now there is a third option. Option number 3. Now I have here, I deleted all my record. From here, my all record gone. Miss Pravina, I don't know why you joined. We are finishing next 15 minutes. I'm okay. Anyway. So what we did? This table save my 5 million record, which I want to save. Then I truncated, means I finished all the record. Now this table contains the record which I want to save. So I have two options. Either I insert all records from temp table to main table. One option. Or second option, I will go and rename the main table, rename the temp to main. Only two options. You have to give this both options to the interview. But you are saying, but we will follow this option, because if I rename the table means dropping the main table. My first table first drop, then I can rename. Once I'm renaming the table or dropping the table, then all the procedures, function, packages, wherever this table will be used, they all become uncompiled. So we have an extra work. We have to go and compile those function, procedure, database object who are using that table. So it is better option that we can insert the record from temporary table to main table. Interviewer logic is just to understand, do you understand delete and truncate? Again repeating, my table has a 10 million records. I want to delete 5 million. How to do this? Answer number one, we cannot truncate, sir, because truncate will empty the whole table, which we do not want. Option number two, we cannot fire delete command, because deleting 5 million rows from a table will definitely hang the database. It will stuck 5 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, I don't know. It because I worked on a huge volume database, I understand. We never do this activity because it will definitely hang the database. But I want to save the record. So what we can do, I will create a temporary table. Create table, temp table as select star from with the condition which can save my 5 million record. Now my required record, whatever I want, that record will be saved into temporary table. Now my required record is saved. Now just go and truncate the main table. These all are so quick operation done. Now after I have two options. Either from temporary table I can move data to the main table, or I can rename the temporary table. But I will always follow the option, prefer to insert the data from temp table to the main table rather than dropping the main table and rename the temporary table, because if you drop the main table, then all this object, package, procedure, function, all become invalid. And we have to again go and compile them again. So always prefer to insert the record. This is an approach, right? Which we can do. Both are the approaches, but you have to follow this approach. That is the concept of how to delete and truncate. Delete and truncate done. Remember what I discussed? Yes.
Yeah, Vishal. So creating the temporary table and inserting the data into the temporary table, it also takes time because it's a 5 million of records.
When we learn tuning, I will let you know about direct insert path. We have a direct insert path, right? With because inserting is what? Insert is again insert, update, delete. Is a DML operation. DML operation means it will create a redo log buffer. We can skip this redo log buffer by no logging option. I will discuss it when we discuss about tuning. How to tune this data to inserting so many records into a table, and I want it quick. We can do the tuning by no logging option. But what we are discussing, difference between delete and truncate. Difference between, if I will teach you no logging, maybe you can understand, but there are most of them that can't understand what is Vishal doing no logging, direct path insert. People don't understand it. Most of how to, if there is any index is there, let's disable the index, then we can insert. If I'm doing these options, most of you cannot do that. And my work is, I will start with the scratch, topic by topic, each topic. What I'm discussing, difference between delete and truncate. This question is nothing related to the tuning. This question related to the difference between delete and truncate. I discussed two scenario-based questions today. Question number one, my table contains 100,000 records and my query will take 30 seconds to execute. I deleted 900,000, 90% record I deleted. Still my query took the same time, 30 seconds. What to do? This question nothing related to tune. This question related to the delete and truncate, because you deleted the data, so your high watermark is not reset. You all understand high watermark. Today, the main focus of today's class is high watermark, delete and truncate. Question of asking delete and truncate 200%, 2000% sure you are getting an interview. This question. Once you are getting this question, you have to tell the interviewer the last difference. Truncate is faster than delete, and sir, truncate will reset the HWM, delete will not. Then interviewer asks you, okay, what is HWM? And this is how you get a free kick. Convert into maximum. You see the India versus Pakistan match. Kohli got a free hit, convert into maximum, we won the match. Same, you got a free hit here, kick it. If you have 50 minutes in interview. If you start giving answer and then stop, then keep quiet. Okay, ask me next question. Why you give him chance to ask a new question? Why not you force him? Ask me this.
Vishal, I have one question. Yeah, if we deleted 50% of records, if we after that we apply the commit, HWM will reset the data?
No. No. This interview question, I'm repeating it again. Delete plus commit will not reset HWM. Because every delete is Fayaz, anyhow need commit. If you want to delete, what is delete? Delete, insert, update, DML command. Every DML command must need commit or rollback. It will be must, if in the first lecture, if you attend my first lecture, it is on YouTube, on Vishalhcst channel, you can see that. Right? It is written there. I already mentioned to all of you, right? Delete DML command is always followed by TCL, transaction control language, commit or rollback. If you don't write commit and rollback, that will only for session specific. Once your session will be revert back, data will come back into the table. So delete plus commit will not reset the high watermark, right? So Hemanta, you are very late. Session will be ending. So that's all. I will send the notes to everyone. Okay, don't worry. Tomorrow again we are meeting. Okay, tomorrow again we are meeting same time. So thank you so much. Let's meet tomorrow, and that's it. And read the notes. Ask me the question if anyone. You all can ping me. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, Vishal.
Thanks.
Thank you, Vishal.